In the early 1960s, as India sought to modernize its military in response to emerging threats, the MiG-21 deal with the Soviet Union marked a turning point in India's defense and diplomatic strategies. At the time, India faced increasing hostility from Pakistan and had recently suffered a humiliating defeat in the 1962 Sino-Indian War. This exposed the inadequacies of India's armed forces, especially its air power. To address these vulnerabilities, India sought to equip its air force with advanced supersonic fighter jets. Initially, India approached Western powers like the United States, the United Kingdom, and France for state-of-the-art aircraft. However, these nations offered their jets under restrictive conditions, including high costs and limitations on technology transfer, which conflicted with India's aspiration for strategic independence. The Soviet Union emerged as an alternative partner during this period. The USSR, under Nikita Khrushchev and later Leonid Brezhnev, was eager to strengthen its influence in South Asia as part of the Cold War struggle against the West. In 1962, India and the Soviet Union entered into negotiations for the supply of MiG-21 fighter jets. The MiG-21 was one of the most advanced aircraft of its time, featuring supersonic speed, agility, and adaptability. What made the Soviet offer particularly attractive to India was not just the provision of the jets, but the associated terms. The USSR agreed to transfer the technology for licensed production. This allowed India to manufacture the MiG-21 domestically, which aligned with its vision of building an indigenous defense industry. The agreement came to fruition in 1963, when India received its first MiG-21s. These jets quickly became the backbone of the Indian Air Force, providing it with much-needed capability to counter regional threats. By 1967, India began manufacturing the MiG-21 under license at Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, HAL, marking a significant step in the country's industrial and technological progress. The aircraft played a crucial role in enhancing India's strategic autonomy, reducing its reliance on Western arms, and asserting itself as a capable military power. The significance of the MiG-21 deal extended beyond defense. It symbolized the deepening ties between India and the Soviet Union, which became India's most reliable ally during the Cold War. This relationship was not merely transactional, but also strategic. The Soviet Union consistently supported India in the United Nations and supplied arms and technology at favorable terms. For the USSR, the partnership with India was a way to counterbalance American influence in South Asia, particularly as the US was seen as a close ally of Pakistan. The MiG-21 deal thus became a cornerstone of Indo-Soviet relations, paving the way for decades of cooperation in defense, technology, and diplomacy. The MiG-21 itself proved its worth in multiple conflicts. During the 1971 Indo-Pak War, these jets were extensively used, demonstrating their combat effectiveness and enhancing India's air superiority. Over time, the MiG-21 became a symbol of India's air power and its ambition to achieve self-reliance in defense production. Although the aircraft faced criticism in later years for safety concerns due to its aging design, it remained in service for decades, undergoing numerous upgrades to maintain its relevance. The story of the MiG-21's journey to India is more than just a tale of military procurement. It reflects the geopolitical calculations of the Cold War, the aspirations of a newly independent nation, and the evolution of a partnership that shaped the strategic landscape of South Asia. For India, it was not just about acquiring advanced weaponry, but also about asserting its place on the global stage as a nation capable of leveraging diplomacy to fulfill its national interests. Thank you for watching. We have some amazing videos coming up, so stay tuned and make sure to hit the subscribe button.